It's Paul Sackis, Good News Broadcast. I'm with Jody Samuels. Hi, Jody. How are you?
Hi, Paul. Nice to see you.
Great seeing you. You're with the Jewish International Connection. We're here at a gala event. Tell us what's happening.
Well, tonight's actually our 10th-year anniversary. We've been going for 10 years, so this is our toast to 10. We've been doing an annual gala for 7 years, but this year we thought we'd really ramp it up and make it a real celebration for our success.
All right, it definitely has a party atmosphere. Tell us all the good that you guys have been doing.
So, 10 years ago, my husband and I arrived from overseas. We didn't know anyone here, and we decided to host a Shabbat dinner for South Africans living in New York. And now, just last year alone, we had over 10,000 people attend events. We just had our 75th engagement. We have over 200 events a year, and we're really proud of what we've accomplished just as volunteers.
Oh my God, that's fantastic. I got goose pimples. They must give it to you as well. Did you have any idea that an organization like this could do so much good?
We always say it's like having triplets. We sort of knew we wanted to do something. We didn't realize it would be so big, but it's a great blessing. We see there's a real need. Every year the programming grows, the demand for programs grows. We have more and more people attend events, and we love what we do, so I guess it works.
Well, I read that, you have representation from maybe 60 different countries, or maybe more. How did this all come about? How do people know about you from so many, foreign places?
So I guess, there's so many foreign Jews living in New York, and there's a need for people to want to connect. And it's just word of mouth. Thank God for Facebook, it's helped us grow exponentially. But word of mouth, sometimes I say to people, how did you hear about it? They'll be like, my cousin who's in Paris, he lived in New York 8 years ago, and he told me to contact you. We've never ever spent money on marketing. People just hear about it, tell their friends, and sign up.
And that's a lot of relationships have been built as well.
It's amazing. I say I meet the most interesting people in New York City.
You're challenging some of those website relationship sites, it sounds like.
Well, I wish we made more than 75 matches. As much as I think it's great, I'd love it to be 75 a year. But we, hope that people will meet. One of our most recent matches was a guy from China met a woman from Russia, and they met at one of our dinners. So a real JIC love affair.
I think in Yiddish they call it a shidduch. So you're a shidduch maker, and that's one of the highest blessings that a person could ever receive. I'm sure you feel good about that.
Definitely. I love making. I wish I could make more.
That's beautiful. So how would somebody, do you have a website?
So the website's www.jicny.com, Jewish International Connection, New York.
Okay, any other things we should be letting our audience know about? I think you have Shabbat dinners and other good things.
So one of the things we do is we really believe in casting our net wide. We do classes every Monday night. We have probably the biggest Torah learning program. We have social events. We have networking events. We have networking groups that meet. We have a whitewater rafting trip come up. We have couples events. So we really do 220 events a year. So there's lots of things. Movie nights, cooking classes, you name it, we connect you.
Is this like a full-time job for you?
I wish, but it's not. I actually run two businesses. I have jdeal.com, which is like a Jewish Groupon, a daily deal site for Jewish community, as well as I run a site, Metro Ema, which is for Jewish moms living all over the world, the #1 Jewish mom site. And this is my side job, connecting international Jews.
You come from strong stock, your background. How about your husband? Is he full-time on this?
No, my husband works for Teva Pharmaceuticals in Israel, and he travels backwards and forwards to Israel. So for both of us, this is a volunteer project that we run with Steve Eisenberg.
Congratulations. Last question. What's good news for you?
What's good news?
For you. In any respect?
In any respect, I guess seeing people get married, getting a good donation for my organization, and I guess everybody having fun tonight at my event.
Ben, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we're here with Steve Eisenberg, one of the founders of this organization. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Give us some background on how you got involved.
So about 10 years ago, myself and Jody and Gavin Samuels from South Africa, we hosted a dinner on the Upper West Side for friends of ours from all over the world. And we had about 100 people from 20 countries and no Americans. And we realized that we had a concept because we turned away 50%. And the following month we did the same thing. Today we have about 10,000 young Jewish professionals in their 20s and 30s from 40 countries. And in many cases, when people come from France, South Africa, Argentina, Uruguay, we're their first destination, trying to help them with their lives in New York, getting connected to the Jewish community, jobs, apartments, whatever we can do to help them.
Why did you personally do that?
Because I love the Jewish people, and I love helping our people and trying to make a difference in the world.
Where did you get that Menschy background from?
I would have to say my mother, my father, may they rest in peace, started their community in New Jersey, and it was really my DNA of being Jewish, to make a difference.
Mitzvah?
It's a mitzvah, yes.
Very good. And how involved are you? Do you have to, I mean, this isn't your full-time job, is it?
It's not my full-time job, but I would say we put in 50, 70 hours a week. But it's a labor of love to see we made 75 weddings that we know of, help people getting jobs, apartments, helping them with their lives. It's very special.
Very wonderful. What's good news for you? Last question.
The good news is Mashiach's on his way, and we're doing our part.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Two of the honorees, Evan and Ruth Katz. Hello, Ruth. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Okay, good. Evan?
Doing great. Very excited to be here. It's going to be a great night.
Okay. How did you guys get involved with the organization, or have you been involved, or how'd you become honorees?
Well, I got involved about 4.5 years ago, and I met Ruth about 3 years ago, so I started it off. Grew up on Long Island, was in the city working, not too connected Judaically, and about 4 years ago, for whatever reason I can't quite figure out, I started going to Torah class with Steve Eisenberg at JIC NY. And every Monday night for 4.5 years, I've learned a lot, I've grown a lot. In 3 years, I met Ruth and started to get her a bit involved as well. And they do amazing programming, Torah, great events, and today we're here to have a great time and help celebrate the cause.
Hold it. Did I understand? Did you meet here?
No, we did not meet through JICNY, but we did meet on the Upper West Side.
We actually met 3 years ago to this exact night, precisely 3 years ago. And we met a block and a half from JICNY on 84th Street, but a little bit across Broadway, so almost, but not quite.
But 75 couples have met here with this organization. Isn't that amazing? What do you think about that? You know, the dating world is not such an easy world, right?
No, it's not, and it's really amazing. It's great that they have this forum and this opportunity to be able to meet people. Absolutely.
Have you brought friends to this as well?
Oh, we have brought many friends. I mean, most of the people who attend are international, Jews from all over the world who show up from Bogota, Colombia, Israel, Russia, Budapest, you name it. They come here, they may have friends in the States, they may not. They may have a job, they may not. And JICNY reaches out to them and helps them with Shabbat meals, with Torah learning, whitewater rafting trips, whatever they need, friends to hang out with. JICNY does it.
Okay, what's good news for both of you?
Good news for both of us?
We made it to our 1 year anniversary, still going strong.
1 year ago, 2 weeks ago. Our 1 year anniversary was 2 weeks ago. So.
And we couldn't think of a better place to help celebrate it.
And many friends and family came out tonight. It's really nice to have their support.
Congratulations to you both. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm here with Elon and Blossom Cohen. Hi, how are you both?
Very good, thank you.
How are you?
Very good, thank you so much.
It's a little noisy in here now, right? It's hard to hear.
Yes, a little difficult to hear. The music is playing and
It's amazing.
So you're going to be honored this evening, right? Tell us how you got involved and what you think of the organization.
I've been involved with the JICNY for more than 10 years now. I became involved with them initially when I was single, and I got to meet Jewish people from all around the world, different international groups. It's always been joy to join their meetings, be in their lectures, go to their Shabbat dinners, and through them I met a lot of other people. And when I got married, my wife got involved as well, and we've both been very glad to be part of JICNY.
Are you glad, Blossom, to be involved with the organization?
Very much so. It's an amazing organization, and we've been meeting a lot of amazing people from all over the world.
Are you from America? Were you born in America?
No, we're both from Iran.
Okay. How about yourself?
Actually, I'm from Iran as well, yes. I was originally born in Iran. I grew up in Israel, and then I came to the United States.
So what do you think about an organization like this in America, bringing in people from all around the world?
I think what's unique about this organization is that there are a lot of Jewish organizations in the city, and the only thing they emphasize is the Judaism. This organization does emphasize the Judaism, but also puts great emphasis on the individual uniqueness of each culture and how the Jewish people in that culture interact with each other and within the culture. It's beautiful to get to know that.
So the Persian, right? Do I have this right here?
Correct.
Because I've gone to some beautiful Persian. I have a friend, Gita, and she's taken me to out Great Neck to some of the Persian Shabbat dinners. And I'll tell you, I'm American from here. It was like I was at the B'nai Jeshurun. I mean, it was like singing galore and a lot of energy.
Yeah, it's a very, very active Jewish culture, and it's one of the oldest Jewish communities that have been there since the time of Cyrus, since the time of the first and the second house.
Fantastic. Last question. What's good news for you both?
What's the good news?
Good news. Yeah, what's good news?
Good news is to be here, to be part of this, and to be honored tonight, I guess. I hope we
Yourself?
deserve it.
I'm sure you do.
The same here.
Same ditto. Okay. Thank you very much. Love you.
Thank you.
Here with Rabbi Buckwald. Hello, Rabbi. How are you?
Nice to be here.
Rabbi, I feel you're the fitting person to end this little speech
And I
here.
like beginning.
Well, the end
I'm a
is.
beginner's rabbi.
You are by far a beginner's rabbi, because when I moved into New York in 1985, I went to a beginner's service at Lincoln Square, and you know who the rabbi was?
Ooh,
It was you.
Brian Buckwald, that's me. And I'm still a beginner's rabbi. I'm waiting to grow up and become a real rabbi.
But one of the things that you did, and reason why I'm saying you're the perfect person, is there's 75 shidduchs that have occurred from this organization. And you spoke even then, find, marry, meet, your whole theory of the Lincoln Square or Stair, whatever, how anybody wanted to call it, and you had shtick. You were there to make happiness grow.
Well, I think it's important that we have a lot of little Jews. And there's only one legal way to have little Jews, and that's if people get married. And the truth of the matter is that there are tremendous opportunities out there for people who either grew up religious or didn't grow up religious but want to become more religious. I think one of the problems is that we have to look for the values in the next person that we really identify with. Now, I'm well in favor of finding a mate, a husband or a wife who's beautiful, but that shouldn't be the only criteria. Otherwise, we wind up waiting for the bells to ring and you don't hear the bells and it'll be too late. So what I suggest is that everybody identify the 10 most important characteristics, values in a mate, identify them, whether it's handsomeness, comeliness, beauty, a way of earning a living, whether the person's going to be a good husband, a good father, etc. And when you find someone who has 7 or 8 of them, grab them, because I got news for you. I don't think very many of us are 10s ourselves. So it's very, very good to find someone who has at least 7 or 8 of those values and be happy with that.
Last question. What's good news for you, Rabbi? What's good news?
What's good news? Well, we have, thank God, a bundle full of grandchildren who are the most adorable that I've ever seen. Of course, I'm a little prejudiced. And we have one who's only 3.5 months old, and I was with him today, and he is a door, and his name is Yossi, and he's a Kohen. And he had his bris on St. Patrick's Day, so that makes him a leper Kohen.
Zygas into you forever.
Thank you so much. And you should have lots of mazel and atzlach in your work. Thank you so much.